So in order, after she's done with her classes, she have to attend some work meetings. But she want to have some fun in her life. So she have with her friends, with her colleagues. At home, she had lot of chores, lot of domestic work to do to be a wife. So all of these roles to only one person. If I want to identify her in the society, choose. What do you think? In order to give her a label in the society, which one I'm gonna choose? Teacher, mother, colleague, or football player, or wife? Which one of them should I use? Choose one. Or something else not mentioned here. What do you think, guys? Take a wild guess. I'm not asking you about what's right and what's wrong. I want to find out what's in your mind. Yes, Abdulrahman Osama.
Depends يا مستر.
It
يعني
depends. So it depends on what?
depends on where in these groups you are, like from which group of those people she interacts with, you're looking at her. Like if I'm with the
I
students, I'll see her as a teacher.
teacher.
Yeah.
Okay. Ahmad
خلاص.
Rafat, what do you think? Okay, thank you,
تبقى
Abdulrahman.
multitasking woman.
Sorry, speak up.
A multitasker woman.
Multitask woman. Okay. I like the definition. I like this expression. Luay Khalid.
So I think that the society is expecting the main one as a mother because she could be an engineer or a doctor or even a teacher, and um, she could play any sport. But the main one is being a mother or a wife.
So, from your own point of view, Luay, that mother is the most important role, right?
Yes, the most important one that can be changed.
That can't be changed. Okay. So, to be a mother is more important than your occupation. It's a point of view. In fact, my friends, we're gonna answer this question again at the end of the lesson, at the end of our discussion about social structure. Let's find out. Let me tell you something about the social structure. What's the social structure? I will tell you. The social structure, guys, consists of two items, statuses and roles. Statuses, your socially defined position in the society will be your status, like to be a student, a parent, a husband, a son, a brother. All of these are statuses. Okay, your socially defined position. This will be your status. But of course, not all the statuses are the same. Some statuses, in order to earn them, you have to spend some effort. You have to work to achieve them. While the other statuses are simply given to you by birth, like to be a boy. Who can choose his gender? It was simply a status given to you after birth. To be a teenager, okay? To be a teenager. Of course, nobody gave this social status to you. It was given to you after reaching a certain age. Your race, for example, to be Egyptian, Syrian, or whatever, Lebanese. Who will give it to you? Who chose? No one. It was simply given to you. So all of these are ascribed statuses, skills or merits simply given to you by birth, like race, gender, and age. So if you have a look here at this example, a 16-year-old African-American boy. How many statuses are here in this phrase?
3.
I didn't hear you well.
3, Mr. 3.
3. Teenager, 16-year-old, African-American, his race, and a boy, his gender. In fact, in order to be accurate a little bit, these are 4 statuses, not 3. Teenager, okay? Gender, boy, African American. These are 2 statuses. One of them, and the other one is related to ethnicity. And later on, we're going to see the difference between both of them, not in this lesson, but later on. But no problem. 3 or 4, it's not our issue here. But here is an example of ascribed statuses given to you by birth, like to be born in the royal family, to get the title of a prince. Of course, you didn't work for it. It was simply given to you. So a prince is ascribed status. On the other hand, to be a student, for example, okay, to be a student, to be a doctor, to be a teacher, to be a lawyer, to be a basketball player, a football player, you have to spend some effort. You have to practice. You have to study. So these will be achieved statuses. So keep in your mind, we have 2 kinds of statuses, guys. The ascribed and the achieved. The ascribed were simply given to you by birth without any effort of you, like your gender, like your race, like your age. And also the achieved. The achieved statuses, you have to spend some effort in order to achieve them, in order to get them. Like to get the social status of a student, for example. Of course, you have to work for it. You have to go to school. You have to do your homework, and so on. So statuses, you occupy a state. Yes.
Mr. Ola,
Yes.
ascribed statuses are only given to you by birth, or there are maybe other types of ascribed statuses?
Like what?
Like, can we work for like ascribed status? Like, if someone is working hard for like being a doctor, and someone sees his progress and tells him and says to him that he's a hard worker, or he's a tolerant guy, or he can work under pressure. These are ascribed, right? They are not achieved.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like to be a doctor, for example. Okay, if I hear you well, like to be a doctor. This is ascribed or achieved status?
Achieved.
Achieved. Regardless of working hard. Of course, we have some good doctors and we have bad doctors. This is something else. But the title by himself, to get yourself the social status of a doctor, okay? You have to work for it, or someone simply grab it and give it to you.
I should work for it.
That's it. This is my point of view. It was given to you, or you have to work in order to achieve it. This is how to differentiate between the ascribed and the achieved. Keep in your mind that of course there are some exceptions, like, for example, like our example of the royal family, to get yourself the title of a prince. Okay, you didn't work for it. Okay, it was given to you after birth. You have earned yourself this title to be a prince, regardless of what's gonna happen. Like the issue of Prince Henry in England, and what happened with his mother after his marriage, and he will leave the royal family and he will go to live in some place else. Regardless of all of this issue, all of these issues, I can simply tell you, is nonsense. No one can get the title prince out of him. Got the issue?
Yes.
You occupy a status in the society. In fact, in order to be accurate, you occupy lot of statuses, not only one, lot of them. How you gonna fulfill your status? How you gonna play the role inside your status? Of course, to be a student. I have got the status of a student. Okay, that's good. What's my job? What's my role in this social status? Of course, to study, right? This is the first thing pops up in my mind after seeing a boy carrying a backpack in the street and he's walking, going to school early in the morning. So after seeing a student, the first thing pops up in my mind that he is a student and he must work to fulfill this social status. He must study. But of course, in the real world, we have some lazy students. We have some bad students, for example, who do not study, who used to cheat in the exams. This is the real world. So we have the role expectation, what we expect as a society from this person holding this social status. We have the role expectation. For a student, we expected him to study. But in the real world, the role performance, maybe he's not studying. Maybe he's lazy. So like the example here, we expect the doctor to treat his patients with skill and care. But in the real world, the role performance, some doctors do not treat their patients with the best possible care. Social structure, guys, consists of statuses and roles. You occupy a status, but you play a role. Keep this sentence in your mind. We have two kinds of statuses, ascribed and achieved, and also we have two roles, expectation and performance. Until now, do you have any questions, guys?
No, MS.
It's clear.
Yes, Lai. Yes, Lai, why are you raising your hand?
معلش بس نسيته بس.
Okay. So Yasin Mustafa. Yasin. Yasin. Yasin Mustafa. Yusuf Sarag. Yusuf Sarag. Your gender. Your gender. Your gender to be a boy is ascribed or achieved status.
ثانية أقرأ طيب مين؟ لا ascribed.
Ascribed. Harhash, are you back or not yet?
Yes, Mr. I am back.
Okay, to be a lawyer is achieved or ascribed social status.
Achieved, Mr.
Achieved, you have to work for it. Mohab,
Yes, Mr.
what's your nationality?
Egyptian.
So this is achieved or ascribed status.
Ascribed.
Ascribed, thank you very much. Let's go on, guys. We can say that the definition of status will be a socially defined position in a group or in a society. At any given time, ya ولاد, at any given time, any human being can hold multiple social statuses. Okay? Multiple social statuses. By the way, what's the social statuses? What are the social statuses? What does it mean? Social statuses describes an individual position in a group or in a society. Okay? So the social statuses will describe the individual's position in the group or even in the society. As an identification, like we said, any human being can have multiple social statuses. Which one of them I will choose to define him? Like our question at the beginning of the lesson. So sociologists, in order to solve this dilemma, in order to solve this issue, they have created the master status. The master status, of course, we have multiple social statuses at any given time. So in order to solve this problem, they invented the term the master status, the greatest role in sharpening a person's life. This master status can be ascribed or even achieved, no problem. But it's the greatest role in your life at the meantime. Like, for example, if I ask you, what's your master status nowadays? What you gonna tell me? What's your master status? Students, this is the greatest role in your life nowadays. If I ask Yusuf Ala, Yusuf, sorry, Yusuf Ala, Yusuf, Sleepy Yusuf.
يس يا مستر، معلش يا مستر بس كنت بره.
No problem. What's my master status? Do you know what's a master status?
يعني ما اعرفش. لا.
Okay. Yusuf Hussam. Yusuf Hussam.
ايوه يا مستر.
What's my master status, Yusuf?
ايه السؤال تاني يا مستر؟
My master status. What is it?
مش عارف والله يا مستر.
Keep on thinking. Yusuf Wael. Yusuf Wael. Yusuf. There's no Yusuf. Yusuf, where are you? Omar Khalid.
مستر.
Yes, Yusuf, where have you been?
معلش يا مستر كنت في الحمام والله.
Okay, and you are here for any 2 minutes ago, or you have just arrived?
نعم.
You have been here in this session 2 minutes ago, or you have just arrived?
لا أنا داخل ممكن 5 دقايق كده.
Okay, thanks God. Next time, please, Yusuf, before leaving the session, please tell me, okay? So, Yusuf, if I ask you to tell me what's my master status, what are you gonna tell me?
My teacher.
Teacher, thank you very much. It's the greatest role in my life nowadays. As regarding this example, what's the master status of our friend here? As
ما انا عارف والله، ما انا بفكر اهو في ايه.
Okay, I thought you are not here. Do you know what's the master status?
مستر اللي هي the status that defines our life at the moment.
Okay, so regarding our example, our friend here, what do you think her master status can be?
Concerned
about
the future or education or college.
I need an answer, only one. Do not give me options. I need an answer. What's her master status? Try to think. Concern.
طب ثواني.
Do you remember this example from the beginning of the lesson, or you wasn't here?
I was here.
Okay. Our friend here, she is
The
a
lawyer?
working, she is a
Lawyer.
working, wait, lawyer, because she's holding something? No, she is sitting in the library. She
مش
is a
المحكمة دي
working,
اللي جنبها.
she wasn't here at the beginning of the lesson.
لا
Or
I was
you was
بس أنا
doing
فهمت.
something else. Okay. طيب, if you didn't get it, if you didn't get a slide, please ask me to repeat it. There's no problem. Okay? So as
لا
our
أنا
friend
فهمت،
here,
أنا فهمت كلمة اللي هي اسمه ده. فهمت الكلمة بس الصورة
master
نفسها ما
status.
فهمتهاش. ماستر ستيتس
Okay.
بعدها كنت
So
بتقول إن كل
this
واحد
lady,
عنده أكتر من ستيتس، بس أي واحد بيحددنا فاخترعوا في حاجة اسمها ماستر ستيتس اللي
yes,
بتعمل ديفاين لينا at the moment. وأنا
like
مركز
this
والله.
one, like this one. Okay. Any human being at any given time can have multiple social statuses. Okay. Like the one here. She is a working mother. Okay. She's a teacher. So of course she teaches. Okay. These are her students. She's teaching. And also she is the mother. So she have to bring her kids to the school every day to practice or to fulfill her role of a mother. Also, she have to attend some work meetings with her colleagues, requirements of the job. And she also a football player. She want to have some fun in her life by practicing sports. At home, she is a wife. She had lot of chores, lot of domestic work to do. So, how many statuses are here? Teacher, mother, colleague, football player, and wife. How many? 5 social statuses. If I ask you to tell me which one of them is her master status? And please do not randomly choose one.
Mister, can you repeat the question again يا مستر؟ النت عندي كان وحش.
Okay. Our example here, a working mother, okay? So she had the social status of being a teacher, and also she is a mother. She is a colleague, and she is a football player, for example, and also she is a wife. So, which one of them is her master status?
The teacher.
Teacher, exactly. Thank you for telling me this piece of information. You are Harhash, right?
Oh, Mr. Yes.
Thank you. Az, do you get it or not yet?
Sir.
Az is in the middle of a fight.
I'm sir. My dad is ringing. Can I have just a minute?
Okay, go. Az, Habibi.
Yes, Mr. I'm here. Wallahi here.
So, do you get the answer or you was busy?
Yes, I get the answer. She's a mother. She's a teacher. She has a job and she has kids. She needs to go a meeting and her master status. She's a teaching mother.
Why are you in a hurry? There is someone running after you.
لا
Okay,
عايز
Az.
اشرب ميه بس.
Okay, drink and have fun. Yes, Ahmed.
Sir, sir, my dad is ringing. Can I just have a minute?
You have just told me that, and I told you go.
ما اعرفش موبايل علق. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go on, guys. Let's go on. As a summary, okay, the conclusion of the lesson until now. Status is a socially defined position. Your position in the society will be your social status, okay? At any given time, in any place, we have multiple statuses, okay? The social statuses describe the individual's position in a group or in the society. We have two kinds of statuses, guys. We have the ascribed and the achieved. The ascribe means that they were simply given to you without any effort, like your gender, your race, your age, to be a teenager, to be a baby, to be a grown-up. All of these are given to you without any efforts. The achieved statuses, guys, we have to work in order to achieve them, like to be a student, to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be a physician, and so on. You have to spend some effort. Of course,
Sir, can I ask a
because
question?
be my guest.
Sir, what if I move to the US, for example, and gain the American citizenship? Would it be acquired or achieved or ascribed?
Have you spent some effort in this situation, or they simply wrap it and give it to you as a gift?
Yes.
Have you spent some effort?
Yes.
That's it. So it will not be ascribed. It's achieved. Keep it in your mind. Keep it in your mind. Like your gender. Have you choose your gender regardless of those who are gonna transfer their gender? Okay?
No.
Regardless of this, it was simply given to you without any effort. Right?
Yes.
Like your age, to be a teenager, for example. Nobody gave it to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nobody gave it to you. Okay, when you reach the age of 16, for example, or 17, you will earn yourself the title of a teen. When you get by the law, when you reach the age of 21, by the law, you are an adult, a grown-up. That's it. Nobody will get it out of you. So in order not to mix them together, ask yourself this question, okay? It was given to you, or you have to work in order to achieve it. Okay, guys? Okay. Two statuses, ascribed and achieved. Let's have a look at our friend here. How many social statuses she have got? 10. Some of them are achieved and the others are ascribed. For the achieved ones, she's a friend, worker, student, team member, and a classmate. For the ascribed ones, given to her without any effort, daughter, sister, female, 17 years old, and African American. If I ask you, try to figure out her master status, what you gonna tell me? Worker? Worker? Who's worker? Who's worker, Muhammad Magdi? There's no worker here. Oh, yes, this one? Worker. Do you know what's the social status of a worker? Like, for example, Muhammad Magdi. Muhammad or Ahmad? Sorry. Muhammad. Like over there in the States, they have within their culture that there is no problem to have a part-time job, like to deliver the newspapers, for example, or to have, if you are a driver and you have a car, you can work as a delivery guy, or you can simply, if she is a girl, you can work as a babysitter. So this is a worker. So if I wanna choose one of these social statuses to be her master status, which one of them I will choose? Think and tell me. Student? Yes, exactly, Muhammad. Your sound is low. But no problem. Yes, student is her master status. Yes, Ahmed, what do you want to tell me?
No, mistake.
Okay, no problem. So guys, the student is simply her master status nowadays. Like your condition, of course, your master status will be a student, because if you notice, she is holding some books. Okay, this is to help you. in order to fulfill your status, I think we have a couple of minutes left in our time, right? Okay, guys, we're gonna stop at this point and we will continue the next